have our guest in the studio with us. She's looking ravish, absolutely stunning. Good morning, to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
And so you're so chilled. Are you nervous? Don't worry, relax.
People like this, now they get sharp
You
mouths.
enjoy yourself on the show.
People like this, now they get sharp mouths. Good morning.
You're so quiet.
When they start to holler like this.
Are you going to start Wahala on the show?
No.
But she's looking very flowery.
Yeah,
I love her
that's
top.
the thing. It's so fine.
Thank you.
Rich kids.
All right, I guess this for Rich Kid. I guess this one is Oluwakemi Oketola, known by her stage name Osmond Oketola, is a Nigerian gospel singer, songwriter, and worship leader from Oyo State, currently based in Lagos. Her love for music began as a child, watching her sisters sing in the Yaba Baptist Church choir. At just 5 years old, she joined the children's choir, and from her very first solo performance of Go Tell It on the Mountain, her passion for singing became undeniable. As she grew older, Osmond discovered that her voice was more than a gift, it was a calling. At age 13, she prayed earnestly for God's direction and soon realized she was destined to use her music to glorify Him. Beautiful. Her style evolved from secular influences to a deep love for worship and contemporary gospel. Inspired by artists like Tasha Cobb, Leonard, and Sierra Sheet, she began writing and performing songs that reflect her intimate relationship with God. At 18 years old, Osmond released her debut single Forever and Always, followed by Great Provider at age 20. Both songs showcase her powerful vocals and heartfelt devotion. In September 2025, she released Obato Yanwafe. Did I get that correctly?
Obato Yanwafe.
Okay, Obato Yanwafe. Okay. A soulful collaboration with her cousin Jedediah. And she was also featured by gospel artist Paul Thomason in his devotion album. She has ministered in various churches across Nigeria, including Yaba Baptist Church, Elevation Church as a teenager, Shepherd Hill Baptist, and Open Rivers International Church, to mention but a few. She also posts gospel covers from time to time on her YouTube channel, Osmond Oketola, driven by a desire to make Jesus known and reveal the beauty of gospel music. Osmond continues to write and record songs that inspire faith and joy. Her music is a reflection of her unwavering love for God, a love that fuels her purpose and fills her with a lasting joy every time she sings. Osmond is also a recent law graduate from the University of Lagos who has always been interested in justice and fairness. Beautiful. This is quite a profile. Welcome once again.
Thank you.
So you're a lawyer.
I've not gone to law school yet, so...
Oh, okay. So you've not been called to bar. You're very soon. All right, that's beautiful. Now, let's get right into it. I'm not going to make you nervous by telling you that we're going to drag you like Tiger Jen. We're going to, do vam vam vroom. And nah, we're not going to do anything. We're not going to squeeze you. Yeah, you look like a very soft girl. All right, so now, growing up, watching your sisters sing, did you ever try to, outshine them in the choir? Were you the calm little sister, the way you just calm right now, soaking it all in?
No, I never tried to outshine anybody. My sisters don't actually sing.
Oh, okay.
So in the children's choir, they just bring all the children to just sing together, and then we act.
Yeah.
So it was I just enjoyed watching the shows, the performance of kids, and I just always wanted to join in that environment. So my sisters don't sing, so I wasn't trying to.
It's beautiful. So when you decided that, you know what, I love to sing, and this is actually, a passion and it's something you want to do, you want to, sing to God, you want to worship God. When your parents discovered this, this is the path you've chosen, how did they react to it? What was your reaction?
They were like, "Oh, it's good, serve God, but don't take it as a career." They
didn't want you to take singing as a career.
No.
Okay.
That's why I studied law. Because I also have the passion for law, but I also knew that gospel music was just going to be something from my passion. Mm-hmm. I didn't do it with the intention of making money. So that's why law was...
Okay. Makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so at any point in time, has there been any time that you decided to run away from gospel music and delve into secular music? Have
Yes.
you've been tempted? Tell us about one of those
really
times.
Love to hear this
yes, now I love her honesty. That's why I'm not going to drag her like Jen. Some people won't agree, but I know a lot of gospel singers that have done. Recently, Tim Godfrey featured Oxlade on his song.
Yeah.
And there were a lot
of uproar about it. Like, oh my God, Oxlade.
Why Oxlade?
Yeah. Yeah, Alex, so some of you who posted it,
I was like,
Nigerians, we judge too much. And I agree with you.
Why? Is that a bad thing? Oh my God, there's nobody God can.
And I think a lot of people tend to forget, because now let's digress a little. And I think a lot of people tend to forget that somewhere in the Bible, I don't know the particular chapter, or I know somewhere in the Bible God said I came for the sinners. Okay?
True.
Because I see a lot of people who judge a lot, and I'm like, someone comes to church.
They forget some of these artists start from church.
They tell you, no, you can't go away from here.
Zlatan started from church.
Exactly.
This Oxlade, you are saying, all of them started from children's church. All of them. So why? The best singers in Nigeria started from
the church. They always say so.
So why are we? Anyway, back to you. Have there been, or has there been any of those times?
Yes, there has. The teenager. In fact, mostly through my childhood and early teenage years, I wanted to do secular music. In fact, I didn't even used to listen to gospel music at all. I thought gospel music was very boring. Like all those very, very old songs. Just so the way they were, just I felt it was very boring. But then when I started going to church, when I started attending meetings and stuff, and I joined the teens choir, I prayed to God on what I should do, whether I should be because I don't believe that God cannot use you in any space. Secular artists, there are secular artists that God can call in that space to be a secular artist. So I prayed on what direction to go into, inspirational singer or gospel music. And then after I prayed, I realized that I started having desire for gospel music. I started listening to more gospel songs. All the secular songs on my phone were just gone. And I had more gospel songs on my phone. And I started developing a love and joy for gospel music. And so I knew that I was supposed to go into gospel music fully and not secular. So that's how I moved into gospel music.
All right. So that's a very beautiful one. Now I understand that part where the direction came from. Now, motivation and inspiration for the gospel music, the sound that you bring. Which people would you say motivated you aside, the church thing, it's not easy. I did start from church. I play a lot of music. I'm a pastor's child. So, it was before that people used to hide and say, I know they hide them. I play in fact, when we come to church, know that praise and worship that Sunday, nobody will go home. Once they see I am my younger brother in church, that we mistakenly came to church. Anybody that is you will leave it because people will sabi pass you. Like, we've been playing it from small. So, once Kenneth is in church, everywhere will scatter. If I tell everybody to play anything and I'm only on talking drums, everywhere will scatter. You know that one. But after some time, like you said, I didn't do that because, in fact, I had my mom, all right, would always, there's this church choir or Christian choir they call the Maranatha Brooklyn Singers. So they were old school, but their songs really made sense. They're not Nigerian. Yeah, and then we had Kurt Franklin. Yeah. That one will always, so she knew I loved soft music. So I would always tilt to that side. Now, I got motivated to do all those things because of her. She made me want to, that sometimes we talk over the phone and I sing one very old song for her. She's like, how do you remember this song? I said, you used to play it. When she traveled to, I'm sorry for digressing, when she left Nigeria for America, we shipped all her Christian cassettes back to her so that she could, because she was the only one there at the time, so she could use it to just soak herself in and just remember her family and all that. So for me at the time, my younger brother does music. He did a song with B-Red. I think it was last year. So now the thing is, for him, he started with rap, but now he's doing full circular and every. Oh, by the way, he sang a song about Regina Daniels. Very funny. I think I'm gonna play that on radio today. So because of money, Regina Daniel Fulogu. Hell no, I won't be able to say that right. I won't sing that right now, but it's a very, very sweet song. But anyway, for you, aside God speaking to you and all that, what would you say serves as major motivation and inspiration for your sound? Let's even say you're not doing gospel music. Your sound alone, what motivates you?
I'd say Tasha Cobbs motivates me.
Hmm.
Because the first time I heard her, I was like, wow, I love this woman. And she was an inspiration. And so I just started to follow. So I listened to all of her songs, Tori Kelly also, and then my cousin, Jedediah. She used to come over to our house when I was a child, and she would sing, and she would say, Kemi, you have a good voice, you should sing more. And so she encouraged me to write songs. She wasn't the one that made me believe that I could write songs, because before she came to our house, I never wrote any songs. And then she was like, Kemi, you should just try writing any song. And I just sat one day, and it just kept flowing. It just kept coming in my mind, and I was writing songs, I was singing, and that's what motivated me.
Oh, that's a good one. So, no other genre of music aside gospel right now for you?
Yes, for now.
Would you feature a non-gospel artist on any
a
of your
secular
songs?
artist?
I would if God tells me to.
Okay, so who? Okay, God has not told you now. But in case who would you like to feature?
If God tells me to, I'm sure He will lead me to someone.
If I was you, what gospel music? So soft music, right? R&B, gospel R&B.
Yeah.
So in Nigeria, we have a few people that, for example, you featuring Tiwa Savage. That song will be fire.
Okay, are you laughing? Don't you believe so?
Yes, I do. She featuring Arya Star would be perfect. King Madi would be perfect because these people know how to blend every genre of music. So I think you look around it as well. So give yourself. It's a gospel music. Tiwa Savage can do gospel. Arya Star can do gospel.
We see Flavor today. He's singing High Life. Tomorrow he's singing.
You see? Simi did. Yeah. And there's this other lady, I'm trying to remember her name. But yes, you should look to collaborate more with one or two of these people. Find a way to bring the healings to Christ.
Light into the darkness.
One way or the other. See, we don't give you. Are you under any record label?
No, I'm not.
So you're an independent artist.
Yes.
Talk about the challenges you faced being an independent artist. If you have a record label, they'll probably do everything for you.
I've actually been receiving help from Shogia Records. Well, I'm not signed under them, but they've basically sponsored my music.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think they have any plans to sign you?
Mr. Tayo, well, the head of Shogia, he saw interest in me, and so he encouraged me. He was the one that spearheaded the release of my first single, Forever and Always, along with a deacon in my church, Nearby Baptist Church, Deacon Adeyemo. So they were basically my sponsors. They've basically been my sponsors. Okay,
so shout out to them. One way or the other, you're under an umbrella or canopy, so you don't really suffer. Because if you are started...
What actually challenges you actually facing? Or you have faced?
Not much. She's looking like $1 million.
Yeah, she's a chill.
Well, if you sell artists that's all you first hear, it wasn't easy. It's not
for my brother.
This one, she's just saying it. I know
it's just grace and favor.
That's helping you. Okay.
Wait, what do you mean? Okay.
Grace, favor. If you have those two things, there's nothing you should do for again in life. But there are people that don't have any of them. It's hustle. And then later on, God tends to shine the light on them because it's really hard. Now, they're the one taking care of a lot of things for you. So that includes promotion. Yes, because are your songs on radio or television?
No, they are not really.
So you should tell them to do that as well, because if your songs were to be on radio, you know how much
people need to hear your voice more.
You know how much your promotion is supposed to be now. you pay like 500k, you know. You say grace, favor, and I'll be trying to help.
Let's talk about your newly released single, which was dropped like in September 2025, titled Oba Toyon Wafe.
Yes.
What does it mean?
It means the one who chose us to love us.
Nice. So, you actually did a collaboration with your cousin Jedediah.
Yes,
Tell us
I did.
about this single. What was the inspiration behind it?
Okay, so one day I was sitting in my parlor watching TV, and then I just started getting glimpses of the greatness of God, the goodness of God. And then the lyrics just came to me, the chorus just came to me, to my spirit. Baton Yon Wafe. And so I started singing, and then I didn't even know the meaning at the time. So I had to ask my dad, what does this mean? And then he told me, and then I went to Google the meaning, and that was just how the song came. It was like God was trying to show me that dimension of him. He's the one who chose us. He chose us to love us.
Yeah.
We didn't choose him. And so then I remembered my cousin. I've always wanted to feature her in my song. And she's amazing with Yoruba songs.
Okay.
So I called her up, and she said, she'd love to do it. I sang the chorus for her, and she helped me with translations. And so that's how Baton Yon Wafe came about.
That's very, very interesting.
So how was it recording that song with her? Where did you guys record it?
We recorded it with Oketola Dada.
Oh, okay.
Upgrade. I can't remember the name of the studio, but it's Oketola Dada. It was a beautiful experience. It was actually short. We didn't spend so much time. Spent like 2 hours with the whole recording.
Yeah.
We just entered.
And so smooth.
The studio was smooth. We just did that thing. Just a couple of takes, and we just went straight ahead, and we sang it.
Couple of takes. All right. So now this single, what are we expecting from this single? Do we expect you with performances? Are you going to do the most to make sure that you get bookings, concerts? We need the song out there. You know, there's some very funny songs out there that are not really hits, but they're doing very good. So now we have this one that I'm sure of the vocals. They are exceptional. You have exceptional vocals from Jedediah and yourself. Putting these two people together and then bringing out good music. It's something that should be heard in every corner of the world. So you should do your best. Make sure you put. Yes. Don't say because it's gospel music, and don't say now gospel music is selling more than anything. Yeah. See Mercy Chinwo's manager. You know how much they say the guy eats.
Yes.
God bless you. They are chopping money everywhere because they get invited. What's this man's name that's doing Hallelujah challenge? He's chopping money like mad. Nathaniel. You know how many?
He didn't monetize his own.
You heard?
Yeah, he doesn't monetize.
You are sure?
It's I think Jerry is a Pastor Jerry.
Of course, Pastor Jerry will monetize his own now. To run a church, you think it's easy. Nobody, even if it's monetized, nobody should look down on them.
Yeah.
Because if they ask for offering, that you will not give it. You start saying, why does the pastor ask for tithe offering? No, these people go the extent, the length to put all those things. So
I mean, if there's nothing even wrong with
at
it.
all.
And if you're going to pay or subscribe to other,
your money is coming out. Whatever you get, when
it comes to worship,
if you want to collect tax, it's fine. But once you say I don't, and for me, okay, yes, it brings me to the question I've always wanted to ask.
Sorry.
Thank you. Gospel musicians, when they go to perform and they get paid or they ask for a certain amount of remuneration, people start vexing and saying it's not good. You're a gospel artist, so why will you? What's your take? Yeah. What's your take on the subject matter? You are, we don't catch you. You are here right now. You cannot escape. I heard this is one person that will now tell us, okay, because you're the one that knows how much. Once you go to studio to record the song, it's not free now. To mix, to master, it's not free. To put it on social media, sponsored ads and all that, it's not free.
And I think a lot of people also tend to forget that, okay, just like you mentioned, now a lot of us are gospel musicians. So we have our secular musicians and who, have this talent for singing, and they decide to sing and make money off their passion. It's the same with gospel singers. I don't know, they just believe that, okay, once you're singing about God, then you should be free. I mean, it's their talent, their passion, and they're monetizing it. So I don't see anything wrong with it.
So that's what we're going to ask our lady over here. What do you think about that matter?
I believe different people have their convictions. Like for Pastor Nat, he mentioned that he just felt the nudge not to charge. I think he said God told him not to charge. And Dunsin too. I heard those two don't charge because they had that conviction not to charge. That God will sort. Because sometimes you can look away from God. If you have, I think for some people, when fame and pride and all of that settles in, they start to look away from God. So God can convict them not to charge. But some others might not have that same leading. So I believe we're all different people.
True.
So we should go according to how the Spirit is leading us to.
Yeah.
Some people can charge and it won't be
So would you be charging?
To charge.
Would
I be charging? I'm not even doing gospel music for money to start with.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
So but if it comes to that time, and they come to you and say,
she studied law.
And they come to you now,
and say,
and they say Davido is having a concert and he wants you to be the opening act. Davido always gives money. Aside that, one big experience now. Yeah. They say, okay, they want you to perform and they're going to give you 10 million naira for your performance. You've not even asked them anything. You just said your fee is 10 million. For you to perform, your fee is 10 million naira. Would you accept or would you not?
I mean, there's a difference between charging and accepting the honorarium. So charging is when you say, okay, I'm going to charge 500k.
So you won't be charging?
Call me. So I won't be charging.
Okay, so.
But you'll be accepting if they offer.
It's honor. People believe in it. It's a gift. I believe even Pastor Nat and Dunsin receive honorariums. They don't charge.
A lot of people give tithes and offerings now.
So they receive honorariums.
So our sweetheart here says she's not going to charge. Okay, I've written it down.
But if you come to her when she's finally called to bar, and you come to her and say, barrister, I have a case.
Oh no, I won't come to her. I'm one as well. So yes.
Oh.
Yes, so yes, I'm fit and proper. I've been that since 2010.
Nice.
I'm your senior.
This is a discovery.
Oh no, everybody knows that. That's why I'm never scared of anything. It's been like that for a while. So for you, you will not be charging. we need to say this now. Felicity, you are here.
Witness.
Okay.
All right. So quickly, because time is fast spent, so before we let you go, firstly, you said here in your profile that you're driven by a desire to make Jesus known and reveal the beauty of gospel music. Now, how do you do that aside, your songs? Is there any other way you try to make Jesus known aside, through your songs?
Okay, I try to make Jesus known in my lifestyle. Every day in school, wherever I go, just try to make Jesus known. And so music is just the bigger platform that I use to make him known.
Okay, that's absolutely beautiful. Find your oil of Jesus.
Simple.
I love that. All right, so before we let you go, do you have any advice for fans, people who are watching you right now, and then especially the Gen Zs? What advice would you give to them? A lot of people are going through so much. A lot of people have gone through. We have people who believe in God, but then you're going through so much that at some point they just feel like, what, is God still there? Is He still with me? Why do I have to go through all of these things? And then the problem is still there. It's not going away. It's like it just keeps getting worse. And at some point, a lot of people have said, what, I don't believe in God anymore, or they're beginning to question their faith in God. What advice do you have for people like that?
I think I'd advise them not to give up. Don't give up on God. Don't give up on your dreams. He's always faithful, regardless of anything you might be facing. You just need to always remember to still pray, worship, and connect with Him, and He will always come through because He has never failed. And He won't start with one person I don't think anybody can come out to say that God has failed in their lives. There will always be a reason to be thankful, to be grateful.
There's always a reason to be
Always
thankful.
a reason.
Yeah.
So I'd say don't give up. Don't give up. Just keep holding on to God. Put him first. As long as we can put him first, every other thing will be added. Every other thing.
That's a very beautiful message. All right, give us your social media handles and of course where we can stream and download your songs.
Okay, my YouTube handle is Osmond Oketola. My Instagram is Osmond_Oketola. TikTok Osmond_Oketola. Yeah, that's.
So where can we stream and download your songs?
Can just search Osmond Oketola and you'd see Obato Yomafe, Great Provider. You'd see them on all music platforms.
All right, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
An interesting and insightful interview.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
You're welcome.